Alright, what's up, guys? We are back with Attack on Titan, chapter 126, Pride. Let's get into it, man. Um, alright, so we're checking in on Hanji. Hey, Oliver, what's wrong? Come on, you need to. This guy just got shot? Or is that a girl? Oh, it's interesting that you're seeing Hanji crying as she sniped Survey Corps member. Which, I mean, would make sense because it's essentially she's killing, like, her own people, right? Um, there's no one after us now. Levi. Wow, how bad is his face actually damaged? Because she has like an his whole half of his face is bandaged up. Everyone got turned into Titans and only you survived. Oh wow, she's having to stitch it back up. That's pretty nuts. It must be for the same reason you've always survived injuries this dire, because you're an Ackerman. Well, now what do? We can't stop Zeke on our own. We just have to count on Armin or Commander Pixis. Say, Aaron did betray Zeke. If the Aegis use the spinal fluid to control this island, we'll be on the run here for the rest of our lives. Sounds like our time has come. You might feel like you're doing the right thing, but times change, and you find yourself in a cell. Maybe we should just live here together. Right? Levi? Oh, cool. So she got dude, and Levi actually heard Aaron's message as well. That's so funny that he's just like laying in bed like unconscious, but he still got to be a part of that. That's actually really funny. It just so happened to me when she's working on something too. Um just now, was that the whole world? Aaron? Levi. The beast type. The beast. That piece of shit. Where is he? Love how that's like the first thing he's thinking about. You don't need to get up. Zeke went to Shiganshina district with the Jaegerists. Half a day's passed since then. What happened? I screwed up. I wasn't able to figure out if he was truly ready to die. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's actually really cool that we get to see like literally the moment of like just like a few seconds before the actual explosion. Um so he put his blade like to shield the blast a little bit. Um he did manage to jump back a little bit, but still, yeah, that explosion will, no matter if you're an Ackerman or not, that explosion is going to do some major damage. Um, he's actually very lucky to be alive. I let him get away again, and he lost two fingers too. I'm sure you want revenge, but for now, if we keep running and hiding, what will that get us? Oh, so you heard me talking to myself? What are you making? That? You're going to pull me by horse? I know you won't be able to stay out of the action. Yeah, that's right. I can't. My goal is to kill Zeke. Yeah, I mean that really does beg the question. Like, realistically, um, they said it's been a day and a half, right, since the explosion happened, right? Since Haji found him. Let's go back, or not even a day and a half, just half a day, really. So he's really just like beginning this road to recovery, if I was to guess. Um, so yeah, realistically, I don't expect him to be in action for like a good bit, right? Um, all right. Our interests align. Theo Magath. Pick Finger. That's her last name. Oh man. Pig is like one of my favorite characters. I was hoping she would have a cooler last name than Finger, of all things. But I wonder if that's a German. Is that a German last name or not. Like I wonder like what is the origin of finger like in terms of, I don't know. Anyway, um, what is even the origin of pick, right? If I'm even saying that right, like where does that name specifically come from? That's I would love to look that up after this actually. Levi Ackerman. It seems you have the strength to stand against the Nine Titans, but how do you expect to dodge one of my bullets looking like that? I can't dodge any bullets, but I'm presenting myself to an enemy in this sorry state. Shoot or listen, it's up to you. And we'll listen before we shoot. You said you'd kill Zeke? Where is he now? My guess is that he's trying to win over Aaron so he can use his royal blood. Well, to win over the founding Titan. Seems like you know it all, Titan Dr. Hanji. Even more than Marley. Have you seen this founding Titan for yourself? I know it's unbelievably large, that it seems impossible to beat, so we just have to do this together. Let's combine forces. You get it, right? And there we go. The joining of forces, man. Wow, I really wonder how far the Titans have actually managed to walk. I mean, I would assume because we've seen the colossal move before, right? We've seen Berthold move in that state, and it's not. We've never seen him run, right? It's always just been at a like excruciatingly slow pace, right? So I'd imagine this is probably going to be no different. Like it's going to take. This is going to be drawn out. It's going to take a long time for the Titans to actually reach their destination, which I mean is good. It's good for our heroes, right? So um, man, dude, Jean is really messed up. You got Mikasa in bed, Annie and Hitch, Reiner is there, Gabby and Armin, and Connie and Colt, or Falco actually. What do I need to do to get Mom to eat Falco? Do I have to use force after all? If I hurt him and he figures out that he has Titan powers, it's all over for me. I can't fail here. Something I need to think of something. Such an earnest kid, not one complaint about sleeping out in the open like this. He ought to be suspicious of me, and yet, does he trust me? Really? Me? Damn. Oh, and he thought of Armin and Mikasa. Sasha, would you have understood? Were we going to a hospital? Why are we in an abandoned village? Oh, there's something interesting here. Thought we could take a look. This is Ragako Village. How did you know that? Oh wow, and Falco is still well. Okay, well he even though Connie's being really weird, Falco, to be honest, doesn't really have any like sort of reason to be concerned, right? Because he doesn't know that he is the Jaw Titan, right? So I guess that's fair. I heard you talking to yourself last night. Sasha, isn't that the name of one of your fellow soldiers, the girl Gabby shot in the airship? You knew who I was all this time, but you pretended you didn't and took me here. Why? Are you planning on getting revenge on me? No. That happened in the heat of battle. I get that. What? Don't worry, it can't move. It's been like this for years. But why would you show me this? I know Connie like wants to bring her back, but there's like a part of me that like she's been like this for years, right? And then at the same time, like Isayama has played with this idea, like around with this idea a little bit, like Titans like exuding some or retaining some bit of humanity that's like still in there, right? Like the latest example was Pixis like crying in his Titan form, right? So proving that yeah, like they are still in there in some form or fashion. Um, so just by that thought, I feel like that was If that was my mom, I know it would be an extremely difficult decision, but like put her out of her misery at that point. She's been there for years, right? You would have to assume that a part of her is still in there, is still conscious. That I feel like that would just be pure torture to be in that state for years at a time, right? So like I would have put her out of her misery like a long time ago. But again, I'm not saying this is an easy decision, so I don't really fault the guy. Although I do fault the way that he's going about it, I will say that. I want you to help me brush this Titan's teeth. It's not every day you get an opportunity this unique. What a dumb like excuse. God damn. Huh? See there? We just have to scrub away from up on that beam. And he wants him to get up on this very sketchy beam that's like right above the mouth of a titan. Like, come on. Let's climb up first, then we'll figure it out together. Right? Okay? Okay. Falco, get away from him. Gabby? He's trying to feed you to a titan because you've inherited the jaw titan. Huh? Connie, no! Stop, stay back. Wow, he's actually putting a blade to him, to his neck. Connie, shut up, I don't want to hear it. Don't say a word, you wouldn't understand. You're going to tell me it's better to keep him alive, right? That I should give up on my mom? How can someone who's as righteous as you ever understand an idiot like me? Falco, use the power of the jaw. The jaw? Huh? What about Mr. Galliard? No, stop! Falco! Oh, he's thinking about Erwin. I was actually just watching a compilation video of like Erwin's like best moments in the entirety of the series, and man, I really miss that guy so much. Um, Gabby, please forgive Connie. Huh? All right, Armin, let's see what you got. Hey, I said stay back. Hey, what are you doing? Say something. Armin, you just told me not to. So, I'll show you through my actions. Wow. That is like that's a pretty like dramatic, not dramatic, but drastic, yeah, or desperate even. Yeah, that's a really desperate. Um, that's such a huge gamble, man. Like, God, like, could you imagine? Like we know Connie's mom like isn't like strong enough to really like lift herself up, like the rest of her body, but like even like her neck, could she theoretically have moved that like even like a little bit like that? I feel like Armin would have been like would have been in a bad way, right? Um, but hey, good on Connie for doing that because putting that sword to Falco's throat, I felt was like without a doubt crossing the line, like borderline, like irredeemable for that character to do something like that. Um, Colt, if I hadn't saved you, what were you gonna do? Your mom would have turned human again. Yeah, having inherited the Colossus Titan. It only caused my mom to suffer. Even I can figure that much out. She told me to become a great soldier when she sent me out into the world, and yet her son nearly killed a kid and a friend. That's the kind of soldier I am. Me too. I can never fill the commander's shoes. Armin, I want to become a soldier my mother would be proud of. So let's go and save some people in trouble. And that's that, I guess, right? Seemingly. That was a really quick ending to that little plot, I guess. Um, I'm glad that's over, right? But at the same time, I'm assuming he just left his mom there again, right? Again, like just just put her out of her misery, man. Anyway, found you. I'm glad to see you. You came here looking for me? Or was it for the scarf? I thought you'd have it. Well, sorry, but I thought it'd bring me closer to you. There's a fragment of a thunder spear in my stomach now, and they can't remove it. It's a pity I'll never be able to see the free world that Aaron Yeager will make. Just once I had the chance to speak to Mr. Yeager about you. He told me that he wanted me to throw this scarf away, but I thought if he wanted me to throw it away, I could at least give it back. I became a soldier because I admired you. I have no regrets because I chased after you as I lived, dedicating my heart. Wow. Also, how nuts is it that we've reached a point in this series where like and those characters who we literally saw going to school together, right? And training under Keith. Um you know from that point, and now they've reached a point where others are actually looking up to them, others who are actually like joining the survey corps because of Mikasa, because of Aaron, because of Armin, or whatever, because they actually look up to these characters, to these people, right? They're the reasons why they want to join in the first place. To think that our characters are have gotten to such a point, right? I think is really really cool.